Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I'm here with our October 21st new releases. I didn't get a chance to film last week's video either, so we also have October 14th new releases here as well. So kind of a ton going on right now. But I just wanted to make sure that I had a video showing everything. I'm trying not to fall behind on my new release videos, which I kind of normally do this time of year because this is our busiest time of year. And the videos sometimes end up on the back burner, but going to try and catch up on them now so we don't start to fall behind. So let's just go ahead and get into it. This one might be a little bit long because we do have 4 kits, 2 from last week, 2 for this week. We technically have 3 foil collections here. We released 2 foil collections last week when we had our foil sale last week. And then we have this week's new foil collection as well. We have some journaling items from not last week, but the week before. We have 4 mini sets, and then we have 4 of our new scrapbooking paper booklets. 2 of them were released the week of the 14th releases, and then 2 of them were released this past Friday. So I'm actually going to go ahead and do the scrapbooking paper booklets first because they are the biggest and bulkiest item on the desk. So I'm going to do that, probably the journaling sheets, the mini sets, the foil, and then just do all the kits together at the end. I feel like that's going to be the best way to do that. Because I have so much stuff, I don't know that I'm going to go too in-depth on everything. I feel like last time I filmed I was sick, and then I have not fully really recovered from that. So I'm really trying not to strain my voice because I have been waking up with a dry throat almost every morning. So I'm going to do my best to be concise but still show everything. So with that being said, I'm going to get a sip of water. I'm going to show you our scrapbooking paper books. I'll show you the first 2 that we released, and then I'll show you the 2 that released last Friday as well. So just to kind of give you an overview, this one I actually, these 2 have been like my personal ones. So you'll see that I kind of started ripping them, and they look a little funny, but I think it's fine. It's fine. We had a meetup at the wall here. We do like a monthly little crafty meetup, like for local people, and they're flipping through these as well. So some of these have seen better days, but it's fine. We'll get the gist. So basically, these are scrapbooking paper booklets. And so on the front here, you can see one of the designs and then the name. So this one is called the Autumn Plaids, and it says scrapbooking papers. And then we have the back here, which, like I said, have seen better days. You can see all the designs that are included in here, and then just the Sadie stickers. So what these are is they are books of patterns, basically. If I can do that. They're books of patterns, and they are made to just tear them out and use them. You can take them on the go instead of like the giant sheets that we have. We'll still be doing more of those single sheets because a lot of people like those as well, but at least with this, sometimes when I do the single sheets, I only want to pick like 2 or 3 patterns from like this sort of collection to do as sheets, because then I don't want to like overwhelm. But like with a booklet like this, I can do 12 different patterns at one time in one booklet, and I feel like it's not as overwhelming. I don't know. But anyway, so here is the first booklet that's been cooked up. Like I said, it's the Autumn Plaids. This is not the same paper as our normal like scrapbooking paper. So our scrapbook paper is like almost like a cardstock, and it's textured. This is smooth. It almost kind of has like a semi-gloss finish to it. It's what a couple people have asked. So what I say is it's thicker than copy paper, but not as thick as cardstock. I believe it's 28-pound paper, if you are familiar with that type of thing. But what I say is it's kind of like, I don't want to say, it's like a thick, nice magazine. Not like the cheap magazine where the page is super flimsy. It's like one of those nicer magazines, or kind of like maybe like a flyer thickness. I don't know. That's the best way that I can describe it. But so here you have your front cover, and then of course you can use this inside if you want, but if not, I went ahead and I doubled that pattern here so you can get a full front and back if you'd like it. And then each side of it is the same pattern on each side, at least for these 4 books. I don't know if I'm going to explore putting a different pattern on each side in the future. We'll kind of see, but let me just go ahead and flip through this one first. It's just a bunch of autumn colored plaids, hence the name, the Autumn Plaids. And so you get 24 pages, 24 of these A5 size sheets, and you get 12 different patterns. So you end up getting 2 of each pattern in here. So if you notice, it went from this, like this, and then on the other side, it basically mimics itself on the other side. So you get 2 of each sheet. So the reason why I'm thinking of possibly putting one design on each side is because you get 2 of each sheet anyway. Then you would get like 1 on this side and 1 on this side, whereas this is kind of like 4, like you get 4 faces of this design, if that makes sense. I don't know. Let me know if you like having the same pattern on each side, or if you want a different pattern on each side. It would double the pattern choice, but then you have to choose between each side, and then you only get like kind of like 1 of each pattern because you'd have to pick the side. Does that make sense? I don't know. Anyway, so that is the Autumn Plaids book. The other book that we released is the Hearth and Harvest book. This one is one that I've been playing with, so I did end up ripping this page out. So you can see here, I just roughly ripped this one out, and I ended up with like 2 A5 size sheets basically. So this is one of the patterns. That one actually goes right smack in here. So I'll just kind of insert it where it was before I demolished her. And so again, so we have this one, the Hearth and Harvest. It's like a earthy tone, kind of blues, really giving fall vibes, but it's got a bunch of different patterns in it. So for this one, we have like these stripes with flowers. We have this really pretty navy polka with some yellow dots. Here, like some little flowers with bows in the middle. The grid, here's like a grid with flowers. We have this striped one that I ripped out. This is a different play on this front one here. We have this polka dot with bows, more flowers and different grids. And then we have this blue and brown stripe. So that is the Hearth and Harvest book. So these were the first 2 that were released. And then last week, I went ahead and released these 2 as well. So this is the Comfy and Cozy, and this one is like very blue toned. Like I said, been very into the blues this year, and definitely wanted to do a fall book that was like leaning towards blues. I feel like this would be perfect for winter as well. This one, you'll notice, is these specific patterns are kind of like made to almost have like a fabric-y like texture to them. They don't feel like fabric, but they like have that fabric texture look to them. So we have like the stripes and like this diamond checker, more polka. See how it's kind of like not grainy, like not vintage, distressed, like almost distressed looking. Here we have like this lace and of course more stripes. So we have like the pinstripe here, some circles, another polka pattern, some more lace and denim. Here's like a fun little lined abstract one. And then we have this really pretty blue stripe. This one's my favorite. And then you have the same ones on the other side here. So that is the Comfy and Cozy booklet. And then last but not least, we have the Black and White Classics booklet. And then this one is literally just black and white classics. So as you can see, we have like stripes and stars and polkas and all that stuff. So just to show you, we have the horizontal lines, we have the checkerboard, we have white with black polka, this really like black and white gingham. This is a black with white plaid on top, the white with black stars. And then now we have the vertical stripes. You have like the diamond checkerboard. We have black with white polka, so you get both varieties. We have a houndstooth, a white with black plaid, and then a black with white stars. So try to play around and give you the inverse of each design, and then also mix it up with a couple of different ones in between as well. So that is the Black and White Classics book. So those are the new A5 scrapbooking paper books. I hope that you guys enjoy them. Moving on to what I said before, I'm going to go ahead and show you some of these journaling sheets. So these specific sheets were called like the autumn edit. So this first one is called Gigi's Drawer. So this is kind of like, reminds me of, I didn't call my grandma Gigi, but I didn't want to say like grandma's drawer. I just called it Gigi's Drawer. So it's like stuff you would probably find in your grandma's drawer. So cute. We have Slow Living, which has like vintage like decor, some food here. We have this toast with like a butter swan, some coffee or tea, some jam, figs, pears, books, all the moody vibes. We have Cozy Wardrobe, which has just a bunch of fall outfit pieces. We have this really cute claw clip, camera, some earrings, gloves, boots. Love it all. We have some little treats here, so lots of baked goods and coffee, some matcha, some wine, burger, sandwich, croissant, all those good things. Just some fun little treats. And then we have some apartment decor. So we have like a lamp, candle, flowers, candlestick, chandelier, some art, just fun things. And there's some empty space, so I filled it in with some gold pieces, and then also just like these little, almost like paint or like dripped wax throughout, just to fill in that blank space. So that was the autumn edit that we released, not this past Friday, but the Friday before that, around the same time that we released the first batch of booklets. And then moving on from that, we do have 4 mini sets. So let me kind of get those separated out for you real quick. The first one, well, the most recent release was the Mint and Cozy, and then the week before we did Ski and S'mores. So let me just kind of go ahead. I think I'll go through the first 2, which was Ski and S'mores. So let's do Ski first. So like I said, I don't want this video to be extremely long, so I'm just gonna flip through these pages for you. And this is the Ski collection, or the Ski mini set, I guess I should say. Really pretty mountain scene. Love that little St. Bernard dog. And then little ski lift here. That looks so cozy. And then after Ski, we had S'mores. This is kind of like a blue vibe with some brown. Really pretty. Lots of like gingerbread types of things, marshmallows, string lights, cozy snowflake vibes, really pretty blanket tent. Of course, the fireplace. And then, excuse me, like this little scene here as well. So those were the 2 from 2 Fridays ago. And then last Friday, we had Mint, which is like a red and green classic style one. Really pretty fireplace scene here. Little trolley. Some baking vibes. And like wintry, snowy Christmas time. And then last but not least, we have Cozy, which is like black and white vibes as a mini set. One of the kits for this week also has black and white vibes, but it's a weekly and decorative kit set. So if you're looking for like that black and white vibes for the holiday season or just like wintry, we have you covered on all 3 fronts now. Weekly, decorative, and mini. Here we have the word Cozy. Little letter here, and then this little desk scene here. Super cute. So those are all for mini sets. So now we're basically caught up on all of the journaling and mini sets and such. Okay, I don't know where I left off. We just had solicitors come to the door, so the dogs were very excited about that. But anyway, let me go ahead and get into the foil. Like I said, we have 3 foil collections here, so I'm just going to flip through that quickly so you can see everything. But first up, we have our thin knit dividers, oldie but a goodie. We have the thick knit dividers. Oops. The ugly sweater dividers. The snow flurry windows. Oops. The candy striped swatches. We have the solid winter strip quotes. So here it says like, let it snow, baby it's cold, walking in a winter wonderland, all that stuff. Then we have the not solid ones, so just the winter strip quotes. So you just have the quote is foiled, and then on this one the like background was foiled but the quote wasn't. We have some fireplaces and some gingerbread cookies, some ice skates, figure skaters, some snow angels, snowmen, mini Christmas doodle deco, lots of fun little holiday icons. We have some snowflake clusters, some Christmas stamps, and then we have some, these are anytime, so they're not marked with Q4. We have some ribbons here. I believe these were last week. And then we have some bows as well. And then for the washi size sheets, we have the thin knit washi. So this one matches the dividers. And then we have the thick knit washi as well, which also matches those other dividers. And then of course the ugly Christmas sweater washi as well, which again match the dividers. And then lastly, we have some winter ransom words. So we have winter, frosty, snow, snowfall, snowy, chilly, crisp, snowman. So you can either use these words or you can try to unscramble and make your own words, but just thought that those would be fun. So that is everything for the foil. And then we have 4 new weekly collections, and like I said, I'm going to try to go through these a little bit quickly just because we have a lot and there's so many sheets in each collection. So I'll start with the 2 kits from last week, which are Yuletide and Baking. Yuletide is a like green style kit and is in champagne gold foil, as you can see here. The quote says, even the strongest blizzards start with a single snowflake. We have this hallway here. Here's some of those, like the matching, like the word strips that I was showing you. Those match really well with that. Also, these little snow clusters match that as well. We have the boxes page, which has like a rich green and then a lighter like sage green. We have a brown and then a beige. Here is the layering page with some clip art up here. The bottom washi, which has one of those ugly sweater patterns for the headers and the washi. We have the foil add-on, which has that same ugly sweater pattern here as a washi and divider. We have some of those snow little clusters, some ribbons, and then a smaller version almost of those word strips. Here is the deco add-on with some stockings and not holly ornaments and pine straw and not pine straw, like pine branches and bells. We have the journal add-on, the floral deco, and then finally the alcohol swatches. And then just flipping through the decorative, we have the flowers, the bouquets, the elements, edges, some foiled bows and snow clusters, and the words, like some of those quote words in there, along with the layered page as well. We have the paper strips, the days and dates with the dark green date dots, the borders. I have to look at the sheet to remember the name. We have some scenes here, like a winter market and a gazebo. We have the box swatches. And then we have the swatches as well. So that is the Yuletide collection. Next up we have baking, which is in rose gold foil. It's really pretty blues and browns. We have some gingham in here. The quote says, "When snow falls, nature listens." Almost wanted to do, like blue always makes me want to do silver, but then almost wanted to do gold, but then the browns was giving like chocolatey vibes to me, which gives me rose gold feelings. I don't know. I can't explain it. Here, up here, it says frosty, which matches those ransom letters, the ransom words. And then we have the boxes page with 2 shades of blue and then 2 shades of brown. The layering page, some gingham through here, and the bottom washi. So we have our foiled snowflakes here, like a dotted snowflake washi, and then like a dotted snowflake header as well. Here is the foil add-on with that dotted snowflake washi and dividers. The dividers are a little bit different than the headers. You have frosty spelled out here, some ice skates, some snow bricks, snowflakes, lots of goodies there. We have the deco add-on as well. I love this mirror with the scarf wrapped around it. So pretty. The journal add-on. The floral deco. I love these florals so much. And then we have the alcohol ink swatches as well. Moving into the decorative, we have the flowers, the bouquets, the elements, the edges, like little light garland type things flowing throughout. Here is the layered page, the paper strips, the days and dates, the borders, the scenes with the living room, and then like looking out the window, maybe at like your neighbor's house, a little creepy. And then we have the box swatches, and then the swatches. So that is the baking collection. So those were last week's 2 new releases. And then this week we have cookies and modern. I'm gonna do cookies first. I don't know why, it's just calling me. I love how dark and moody it is. It's so cute. So this one, normally I would go rose gold with it, but I felt like the champagne gold would pop so much on this, especially since it's such a dark and moody kit. I think the champagne gold just pops so good on this. Yeah, I basically said that twice, but here it says homemade cookies for Santa. We have lots of foiled presents and bows and string lights and ornaments. So cute, very moody, almost like jewel tone colors. So we have like a merlot, an emeraldy type of color. We have a brown, and then this is almost like a, not quite plum, but like a purpley plum color. We have the layering page, again, so moody, so pretty. The washi, Look at that, the foil on there, so pretty. We have some foiled string lights on here. Here is the foil add-on, again with string lights, postcards, some stamps, ornaments, so many fun goodies. Here is the deco add-on with these beautiful florals. You'll see them in a second on the floral deco add-on. And then we have like this tree with presents and all those fun jewel tone ornaments, and the plaids are so pretty. We have the journal add-on as well, featuring some wood grain. We have the floral deco here with those like super bright like reds, and we have some grays, not bright reds, but like reds and grays and greens. And then here is the alcohol ink swatch add-on. And you can kind of see here with the, again, with the reds and the purples and grays for the flowers, and then the bouquets. We have those elements again. Love the plaid and the edges. Can't get enough of these florals with the foil on them. It's so pretty. Here we have the layered page. Lots of ornaments and string lights. And the paper strips. The days and dates with that Merlot color for the date dots. And the borders with, again, those foiled like mail and stamps on there. We have the scenes, which has this beautiful living room with a tree, and then we have almost like the study with another tree. We have the box swatches, again with a little sampling from the full boxes page. And then we have the swashes as well. So that is the cookies collection. And then last but certainly not least, we have Modern, which is a black and white Christmassy vibe. It matches, well, it doesn't match, but it's similar vibe to that cozy kit or that cozy mini kit that I just showed you. So like I said, we have you covered for the weekly kit, the mini set, or the decorative, depending on your preference. Of course, silver foil on this. It says like Winter Farm. The black and white is so pretty, especially with the like green pine, like pops of like evergreen throughout. Here is the color palette. So we have a black, of course, and then this green kind of playing off the pine. You have like this beigey and then like a lighter gray almost color. Definitely can't do white as a color because then it would just be plain. So playing off of those tones in there. I love the little pop of the green. And then we have the layering page here with the, of course, the clip art. And then the silver foil on the black is so pretty. We have the little snow flurry washi and the headers. And then on the add-on, of course, you have those snow flurries again, more snow clusters and ornaments, and snowflakes, of course. Here is the deco add-on. And I just wanted to say something. This with the black and white candy cane makes me think that it's going to taste like black licorice, and I hate black licorice. But still, it's fine. Anyway, here is the journal add-on and the Floral Deco add-on, and then the alcohol ink swatch add-on. And then to round that out, we have the Modern decorative kit. So we have the flowers and the bouquets and their silver foil glory. We have the elements again with that, now I can only see it as a licorice candy cane. We have the edges, which have like letters and film strips in the background with foiled ornaments and string lights. The layered page, lots of ornaments again. And the paper strips. The days and dates with the black date dots. And then the borders, again matching those edges. We have the scenes, which has a really pretty bookshelf scene and then a really pretty downtown scene with the black and white buildings and then the green decorations. We have those box swatches as well. And then finally the swatches. So that is everything for the last 2 weeks, new releases. So we have those 4 weekly and decorative kits, like I mentioned. We have basically 3 foil collections. Like I said, we have the 4 mini sets. We have the autumn sheets here, and then last but finally not least, we have the new scrapbooking paper books, which this black and white one matches so perfectly with that modern collection, and then also that cozy mini set. So anyway, that is everything. Thank you so much for watching all of this. I'm so sorry I couldn't get the video up last week. I'm going to try to stay on top of my videos, but yeah, I'm trying my best. But I hope that you guys have had an amazing, I hope you had an amazing week last week, and I hope you have an amazing week the week ahead. And I will talk to you later. Bye.